everyone. Coach Sullivan here with MGS Coaching Football. My background is my 38th year coaching football. I've either been a defensive, offensive, or special teams coordinator, as well as a head coach, both the collegiate and high school levels. In this presentation, I want to talk to you about one of our RPO specific coverages that we call gray read, which is honestly just a tweak to our base match quarters coverage, which is gray 4. So to get all the exact specifics relative to gray 4, you'll need to go to my match quarters gray 4 playlist. And without question, it's very detailed and also includes how we play all the different, what we call two-man route concepts. So let me just give you the basic gist here of gray read and why we do it. And then I'll give you, some basics on the gray 4 coverage itself. All right, first of all, this is best versus an offset halfback. So in this case, he's offset to our right, so we make the east call. If it's pistol, as it says up here, then both inside linebackers will be static until the quarterback opens up. If he opens to them, he's static. If he opens away, he's not. He's playing base. Okay. Speaking of base, this is our base 3-4 front that we call 50. And so when the back is offset, we make the lucky Ringo to the offset halfback. So in this case, it's the dime, so it's a Ringo call. Okay. Since we're in our gray match quarters, there's no rotation. We don't screw down or spin the safeties. And so here's what gray read is. The outside linebacker, so if this were a West, the back over here would be the Rover. This executes what we call the read blitz. And so the read blitz is predicated on if the running back is inside to the quarterback. That's the read. So that's why we have a dashed line and we have a solid line, okay? In the case of backs inside, that's the read. Now the outside linebacker blitzes the quarterback. The outside linebacker is a quarterback defender. He's not reading the mesh. He is simply blitzing the quarterback. So quarterback gives it, quarterback shows, outside linebacker is right there. If it's bang, bang, he can tackle him. All right, but you got to teach your guys when they're 2 steps away, they can't then go ahead and tackle the quarterback when it's clear he doesn't have the football. All right? So that's how it works. So he is blitzing the quarterback when the back is inside, and we have a second quarterback defender. That's the inside linebacker who's playing static. He is reading the mesh. Okay? And he's protected because we have a 4 technique who's primarily B-gap first, and he's shooting hands on the tackle, so he's protecting the static inside linebacker. Okay? So I'll get to the call side safety in a second, but that's the read portion of it. So back inside, he's blitzing the quarterback now. So if it ends up being a pass, he continues and blitzes the quarterback. Okay? The defensive line's playing base in gray read. Okay, so to address the issue of, I mentioned earlier, it's best versus an offset halfback, and in pistol, the inside linebackers are both static. Well, in pistol as well, as it says up here, both post-snap, whatever side a quarterback opens, it ends up being the read blitz side. This one's not nearly as easy. It's easier if you're detached, okay, to see he's open. So if he opens to you, you blitz. Okay, again, assuming that the running back is downhill. Okay, here, if he opens to the Rover has to shoot hands in the tight end while simultaneously looking to see which way the quarterback opens. A little bit more difficult, but that's what happens. Okay, so it's a post-snap read. We work it enough and practice it enough that our kids are good at it. Okay, if we're not confident in that, then what we say is if they come out in pistol, just check 4, and then the gray read is off, and it's just straight gray 4. Okay? But that's how we handle it. So again, this is all predicated on halfback run action inside. Okay? So then what happens if the running back goes outside or fits in protection? Well, in that case, the solid line, what that means is, okay, if it's a speed option, it doesn't say it, but this is orbit, so he would work out and take the pitch. If it's pass, his normal gray 4 read is to expand out to number 1. Okay, and again, you have to go see my match quarters gray 4 playlist to get the other particulars. Okay, so that's how that works. Now, as far as the safety call side, if it is run action inside, so now the outside linebacker is read blitzing, he's got to be real alert to the slant from number 2, and he's got to jump the slant from number 2, and then be prepared for a sluggo, slant and go. Okay, so any slant coming down, he's got to be prepared. If 2 goes outside, he's not going to mirror the release. Cornerback matches, again, see my grade 4 playlist, but now he has to be alert for 1 on the slant. Okay, so the safety is responsible to jump 2 slants first. Again, this is all predicated on seeing halfback inside. So the safety's reading surface to back as well. Zit stepping, no pedals backwards, no outside stems mirroring the release of 2. So he goes surface to back to 2, surface to back to 2, surface to back to 2. And he sees the back through the surface. So it's not like you have to go 1, 2, right? He sees both of these simultaneously, then eyes to 2. Any slant from 2, he's got to jump it now. Okay, jump the slant. And if 2 goes outside, as he's zit step and his eyes scan, okay, looking for number 1 slant, and he jumps the slant as well. So we're vacating that area by the blitzing outside linebacker who hopefully can get hands up and be in the window, or the best scenario, make the sack first. But that's the difference between gray read and our regular gray 4. Okay, the read, again, is reading the back inside. Okay? If the back were to change, it would check to Lucky, and now the Rover do it. He's got to shoot hands like I mentioned. Okay. Now we'd read for the back inside. If the back were inside, he'd now have to blitz the quarterback. Same exact premise. Okay, that is gray read. Gray read. Okay, it's easy. We're in our base front. We're in our base match quarters coverage, and there's the little tweak. Okay, we're reading the running back action. If it's inside run, he's blitzing the Q, and now we got to be alert for the slant first from 2, then from 1. If it's a double slant, the corner closes hard on 1 slant, and the safety's got to jump 2 slant. That's the way we cover it. And best case scenario, since the backer is playing static, he reads quarterback has it. If he sees ball up, he shoots out, he's looking to undercut the nearest slant. If it's 2, it's him. If it's 1, he's working to get in that window. So we also have the inside linebacker to help us cut through that slant window as well. Okay, it's a whole different look. It's a whole different read. We're not tipping our hands. There's no hedging or anything. In fact, he's stationary on the read. He takes off. So if that is the quarterback's read from the get-go, then he's going to have the built-in answer. Okay, if it is not his read, then he could be caught by surprise. Okay, so that's our gray read. Those are the built-in rules. As always, please, any questions, reach out to me at coachmjsullivan@gmail.com, and please subscribe, and I'd love to talk football with you.